Hi guys, my name is Martin and I'm from automobilista.eu, and yes, this is our very beginning of our new blog and vlog, and from the start I would like to be a little bit personal with you. So I have decided I will invite you into my living room. This is the BMW X6, my daily car, but don't worry, I'll be not telling you how this car drives or if it's a family car or not really. There are plenty of videos like this on YouTube. But what I will tell you today are tips in case you are trying to buy this car, for example. It's April 2016 and this car you can buy at this moment for anywhere between 18,000 to let's say 40,000 euros. And this is a hell a lot of car for this money.
Shall we begin?
First thing is, choose wisely the engine. There are several options out there. You can buy petrol, you can buy diesel in several configurations. There is also an hybrid. It's not really common, but you can find one. Into the big SUVs, my preference is to put diesel. It's just simply because of the bigger torque. And if you are thinking, well, have you seen a truck with a petrol engine? Right? This is a 3-liter diesel 6-speed automatic gearbox. I had an option to drive a 4-liter diesel and I have to say, if I would have a chance to buy a 4-liter instead of 3-liter, I will do it. I know it's still a 3-liter with 2 turbos, but it has 8-speed automatic gearbox and it's a huge improvement to it. You don't only have a bigger power, but also the consumption is better and the process of the gear changing is much smoother. And if you are thinking about the huge petrol engine that M has, well, think twice, because the fuel consumption is astronomical there, and the range where you can get is roughly around 400 kilometers, which for me it's a big no-no.
Unfortunately, this is the period when my mic stops working. But tell me, who doesn't like to do the same things for 2 or 3 times, right? Anyway, what I was trying to say here is that the suspension is alpha and omega of this car. Before you buy one, make sure it's in the top condition. These things can get damaged really easy on the bad quality roads. And of course, I don't have to tell you, this is a Beamer, so it will lead to a really pricey repair. One thing I regret here, I haven't bought a car that has a pneumatic suspension. All of the BMWs are pre-set up to be really hard, to be really stiff on the roads. And the pneumatic suspension is something that can lead to a much smoother ride. There is one negative. It is additional thing that can get wrong. And unfortunately, this is something that gets wrong on the X5 and X6 of these models pretty often. Last thing here is the rims and tires. These are 19. Of course, I'm a young guy, I love to have big rims, even bigger tires. But don't forget, this car is running on run-flat tires. That means it is not the most comfortable thing you can buy on the market. But of course, my preference would be 21s and in this style. What you think? For the next few tips, we need to go inside of the car. First thing here is a steering wheel. At the beginning of the production line, BMW was making cars with something called a basic power steering wheel. It means if you turn on the engine, you will notice that the steering wheel goes around pretty hard. This is something I do have. My recommendation here is, in case you are buying a car for a girl or you are not really a strong person, buy a car that was equipped with something called advanced power steering wheel. How you notice the car has one is just simply you will be able to turn the steering wheel very easy with only, let's say, one finger. Another thing is a navigation. Here are 2 things. Rule number 1, if you are buying a luxury car, buy one with a navigation, because otherwise you look like a tight ass. And you know the rule, tight ass people my ass. Second thing, it's worth to check what is the last update. How to do it? Simply go to the navigation, click options, scroll all the way down to the system update, and you will see what is the last update of the maps. Why I'm telling you this is because when you go to a dealer, the update can cost you something between 300 to 500 euros, which is pretty much. But hey, there is an option on the internet that you can find it roughly about 100 euros. But I haven't said that. Last thing is a tip from the back seats. Basically the car was designed to be a 4-seater. In later stages you were able to buy a car that was having a 5th seat over here. I think the price was roughly around 1000 euros extra.
The thing is, I don't care that much about backseat passengers, but listen to this. This is simply the result of the financial crisis in 2008. The car industry is just giving us cheap plastics. If you don't have here the additional seat, basically you will have there a plastic that squeaks and rattles during your trip. So I do recommend you to buy or try to buy it with the extra passenger seat. So guys, hopefully you found these tips useful, and in case you have some additional tips, just share it with me and I will add it to a blog. And don't forget to check the YouTube channel. Next week I'll show you what I do drive during weekends, and this is a small photo teaser. So enjoy the day, have fun,